The Sleep is an interesting card with echoes of classic mythology in its design. The kanji character on the top of this card is Nemori, meaning slumber and sleep in Japanese. The character on the card resembles a pixie or a sylph, a type of fairy being associated with the air in the writings of alchemist Paracelsus. On the space of her forehead is a six-pointed star, surrounded by two crescent moon shapes, the star symbol being repeated near to the heart centre of the character. This shape is well known in theology, and yet it is of great antiquity, cross-pollinated throughout various cultures the world over. It may here represent the 7 traditional planets, corresponding with the angles and centre of the design, in the same patterns as what appears upon the Kabbalistic Tree of Life. These 10 Sephiroth and their relations are a representation of all in the universe and how it came into being. This symbol can also represent the 5th of the classical elements, that of quintessence, or ether. The crescent moons at either side may symbolise the goddess Nyx, a primordial goddess of the night and the mother of sleep, of whom even the gods were wary of. The dark light of which she embodies falls from the stars and imposes itself upon both men and gods alike. Nyx also shows with wings, just as we see on the sleep card, and she was one of the most ancient deities, usually imagined as the very substance of night itself, a veil of darkness, a mist of which is drawn across the sky to obscure the light of the aforementioned quintessence or ether. This idea of a world of which is subtle and formed not of the physical elements, but of this mist of night, this ether, may seem alien and strange to us, and yet we enter such a world each night as we pass in and out of the dreamscape. During this time, we find ourselves inhabiting a different body, a dream body, of whom explores the furthest reaches of the mind, as our physical self lies motionless in slumber. The dreamscape is forever in flux, and can change in an instant, and is similar to the notion in Vedanta of a shift in allegiance from consciousness filled with physical objects, or life, to consciousness filled with subtle objects, or death. That sleep and death are related is a notion seen in classical mythology with the twin brothers Thanatos and Hypnos, death and sleep, the sons of the previously mentioned Nyx. The sleep card pays homage to these gods of slumber, with her feathered or winged ear, shown here and similar to depictions of Hypnos and also his own son, Morpheus, the god of dreams. The winged ear is symbolic of the relaying and listening into the world of sleep, listening through the normal ear and delivering messages via the winged one. It can also be a kind of symbol for the liminal state of both the dream body, the winged ear, and the physical one, the normal ear. This is referred to as the hypnagogic state, a word of which the god Hypnos lent his name, of which when combined with the word agogia meaning leading to, suggests the aforementioned gap or conscious state between waking and sleeping, hypnagogia, leading to sleep. Lucid dreaming is common during this hypnagogic state, this being the rare awareness that one is dreaming, and is thus able to further control the subtle world of the dreamscape. Indeed, the figure upon the sleep card, although with closed eyes, appears to be lucidly floating throughout the card. These feelings of falling or of weightlessness are also common during states such as hypnagogia. In the story, this card has placed everybody in the room at the university to sleep, with Sakura being the only person awake, thus able to take control of the situation and capture sleep using the Windy card, again returning to the earlier mentioned air element, as well as a further nod to a state of lucid dreaming. Sleep holds within her hand a wand shaped like a crescent moon. As well as a simple symbol of the night, this is also the bow of Artemis, known as Chryslokartos, of the golden shaft. This is a symbol of the waxing moon, the coming of night, and its gradual growth as part of the lunar cycle. In classical mythology, Artemis is often identified with Selene, another moon goddess, and her lover Endymion, of whom Selene loved how he looked when he slept, until Zeus eventually granted her the wish and put Endymion into a state of eternal sleep. The bow, being the golden shaft, also draws attention to the magical dust of which emits from the wand in order to induce sleep within the observer. This is reminiscent of the Sandman, a character of European folklore, of whom sprinkles dust into the eyes of children to bring upon sleep. The natural mucus produced by the eyes, known as rheum, is said to be the remnants of the dust of the Sandman from the night before. It is difficult to trace the origins of such a tale, of which springs from oral tradition, but it's believed that its first printed mention was in a work by German writer E.T.A. Hoffmann and his book Der Sandman, which became a popular piece to study in the field of psychoanalysis. To draw this card is to perhaps, in a simple way, suggest that you may need some rest yourself, or to sleep on a topic, to give it some time and see how it pans out. It can also be that, like in the story, as Sakura used the card to put people to sleep, as she needs to keep some magical working secret, for example, that there may be a need to conceal within yourself something to keep things away from prying ears. And just like the goddess Nyx, of whom masters darkness to spread light, this would of course help you to see in what we see as darkness. Within your own darkest hours, you would come to peace with the dark and see the light at the end of the tunnel, and therefore by being connected and at one with the night, you will not fear the shadows of which move in this realm, and will learn to treat it in a different way entirely.